2018 was a blockbuster year for en-bloc sales here in Singapore before those cooling measures kicked in that same year. The market has since seen a slump, but that's not stopping residents in Lakeview estate from trying to go en bloc again after its first failed attempt 2 years ago. Kelly Wong finds out why en bloc sales are likely to continue to hit roadblocks till next year.
It's the second time the 43-year-old Lakeview estate is trying to get its residents living in its 240 units to agree to go en bloc. The reserve price for the over 250,000 square kilometre site was raised from $475 to $498 million last September.
I've spoken to some residents who tell me that they're supportive of the en bloc, even if it means they'll have to move out. And that's because the estate is getting old. One resident told me that the car park and multiple units are leaking. But others say they're still waiting for the reserve price to increase even further, believing that they won't be able to get a similar sized unit at the same price elsewhere.
It's one of the last few former HUDC estates that's yet to go en bloc. One other is View at Marymount that tried to go for $2.08 billion but found no bids last September. Their HUDC cousins Eunosville sold for $765 million in 2017 and Chancery Court went for close to $402 million 2 years back. Last year, only 6 projects were successfully sold, like Saligi Centre and Sophia View, with Realty Centre at Tanjong Pagar leading the sales at $148 million. These were a blip in the relatively muted en bloc market, which saw a 22% dip from 2018 caused by cooling measures. Experts say these measures could continue to put off developers from buying. Another reason why developers won't be biting is because many are still clearing their stocks of unsold units. More than 30,000 of them are still in the pipeline, despite a resilient private home sales market last year.
Possibly because of the economic uncertainty that continue to put developers on hold in terms of replenishing their land bank in a big way. So developers continue to be very selective and preferring to acquire smallish size.
So far, supply tend to outpace demand, and that's why some developers tend to basically ease off the foot pedal a bit and play a wait-and-see approach. And most developers are also on the back of a rising unsold inventory. They are also focusing on clearing stock rather than creating more stock.
With the government expected to keep land sales stable, analysts say the en bloc fever could return by 2021 when the stockpile drops low enough. Meanwhile, properties like the Arcade at Collier Quay and mixed-use development Green Court will close en bloc tenders within the next few months.